Morning, everybody. Thanks for taking a look at my weekend forecast with me for October 22nd through the 24th. And we're looking at a pretty nice weekend. We're going to be warm today on Friday, and then we're going to cool off as we go through the rest of the weekend. But we're going to be mostly precipitation free. We could have a sprinkle this morning, but basically that should clear out of here in the next couple of hours or so, and then we'll be precipitation free for the weekend. So let's take a look at what's going on here. First of all, let's look at what's happening on satellite and radar. You can see we have a low pressure system that's kind of pinwheeling across. You can see there are a few showers in upstate New York. They're kind of drying out, and most of them aren't really causing too much in the way of precipitation anyway, but a couple of those might swing through early this morning. And then we're really in this area here of low clouds as we'll have some sun today, a few sunny breaks today, but then overnight tonight and into tomorrow, we're mostly into this area of clouds before we clear that out and we see a lot more sun on Sunday. So tomorrow will be quite cloudy, and both Saturday and Sunday will be cool. A chance of frost both tonight and tomorrow, although quite frankly, yes, we are going to see some frost probably, but I think the growing season came to an end quite a while ago here in Vermont. Anyway, just because we've lost sun angle at some point, stuff stopped growing for the most part. Unless you've got, if you've got some stuff that's well fertilized or things like that, maybe, and you want to try to have it persist for a little bit longer, you might want to bring those plants inside for the evening tonight and tomorrow night. In terms of satellite imagery on the wider view, you can see here's our storm. Here's our little bit of a pinwheel, the rest of the storm. That will swing through on Saturday with these low clouds as well, and that will help to make the clouds happen tomorrow. You can see there's really not a lot of moisture associated with these, just some low and mid-level clouds. That will swing out, and then we're kind of into this area here on Sunday as we're in a relatively progressive pattern at the surface currently. In terms of in terms of the upper level, you can see we are still sort of stuck in a blocky pattern. It's not really completely blocked, but it's slow moving. This area of high pressure at the upper levels, what we call a ridge, is really anchored in here over central and northern Canada, and we have a persistent trough over the west coast. And so what's happened with us is little pieces of this persistent trough have kind of occasionally they break off and they slide across, and then they do tend to hang out here for a couple of days. And that's why we've sort of been on the roller coaster, where it has happened to be that mostly during the weeks we've been warm, particularly the second half of the weeks, and we've been cooler during the first half of the weeks, and we're going to repeat that pattern again. So we're going to be cool once the front really moves through today. We'll be cooling off, and then certainly tomorrow and Sunday we'll be cooler, and even into Monday we'll be a bit cooler. But then we'll start to warm up like we have the last few weeks before we get another chance to cool off. Looks like probably towards the end of next week, although that's getting a little far out there, but that's what things are looking like for the future. In terms of the forecast for this weekend, looks like today will be in the low to mid 60s, depending on your location. Lower elevations get up into the mid 60s. Tonight, lows of 36, so a few areas will probably see some frost tonight. Still not a hard freeze. I don't think we'll see a hard freeze anywhere this weekend, but we'll be in the cool enough for some frost to happen overnight. Tomorrow is mostly cloudy. We're struggling to get to 50 tomorrow, so a cool day tomorrow. Need a jacket probably. Overnight we clear out, and that will give us a chance to get down into the low 30s. Even some areas might even get down to freezing or a couple degrees below. So I'm definitely, like I said, if you've still got anything you're trying to keep growing outside, now would be the time to take it in. If you're trying to have it exist for another couple of weeks still. We're in the low 50s, a little bit warmer on Sunday with a little bit more sun. And then we do start to warm up a little bit. You can see we're not quite as cool Sunday night into Monday as we are going to just be in the low 40s that night. In terms of your outdoor activities, basically a good weekend for outdoor activities. Today's nice and it's warm today, so get out there and try to enjoy that. And then Saturday and Sunday, good to be outside, although you might need a light jacket as we're going to be struggling to get much out of the upper 40s on Saturday and low 50s on Sunday. All right, thanks for joining me as we took a look at the weekend forecast. Thanks to my patrons, giving them a quick shout out, and I will be back on Monday with an updated look at our work week forecast.